Hello, all. I have returned once again for my usual ban list pseudo reaction. I kind of saw it already. Just wanted to offer some brief thoughts on it. So let's just jump right in. The unlimited section, I'm just pretty much going to skip because none of these matter. So let's go to semis. Semis are a bit more interesting. I usually don't like the semi-limit lists, and I think they just need to commit to some of these being at 1 or at 3. But regardless, this was actually kind of nice. So the baby dragons, black dragon and white dragon are fine. Shavara might do a little bit. I think Yubel may come back a bit because bestials are going to be less common, shifter is going to be less common. So you may see some Yubel resurgence, which could make Shavara interesting. Ash and Poplar are going to be interesting for decks that splash Snake Eye, but original still banned, so I don't think it's going to get out of control. And all of the Ryziel and Malice stuff on top of what they hit for the deck in the other sections is going to make this really interesting. These decks just lost a lot of power, especially with the consistency portion. So semi limit was actually kind of interesting this time around. And on to limits now. Limits, as far as the stuff coming back, I would rather Circular and Brilliant Fusion stay banned. Masterpiece, I will be a little cautious about, but I think it should be fine. I really don't want Circular and Brilliant Fusion back, but okay, here we are. Everything else is great. Druid's Worm, that's perfectly fine. Detonator, great. Bonfire, a little unfortunate for the decks that use it for not Ryziel things, but okay. And Designator and Talents are just mwah, chef's kiss on that. Love that. Don't unban Circular Brilliant Fusion, please. I don't want to deal with those. Okay. And then the bans. These are I like all of these. I don't have a problem with any of these. Griffin was annoying if you didn't have a way to deal with it. Link Decoder makes a lot of sense for Malice. It makes the boards a lot weaker, and it stops some of the more unfair stuff that they could have done with extra bodies that they shouldn't have had access to. Dweller should have been gone a long time ago. It constantly goes in and out on whether or not it's useful. Just shutting off the entire graveyard is just not okay. Dweller should have gone a long time ago. And Bahamut, I agree with that. I really don't like stuff that cheats stuff out the extra deck in general. Like, there's a reason Agripane is banned. Um, truthfully, I think Crimson Dragon should be banned as well. But I understand why they're not doing that because it's not doing all that much. But Bahamut makes a lot of sense because water decks. I mean, it's a free Toad negate, and especially for Mermail, I'm really glad they did this when they banned Dweller because Dweller was really the only answer to the Mermail stuff. And now it's a little bit tougher for them to play through stuff because they don't have that early Toad to protect from Nibiru now, which makes them a lot more vulnerable. So this makes a lot of sense. But that was a really good ban list. There's some stuff not on here that I wish that there was, like more floodgates, more both the traditional ones and the lingering floodgates, stuff like Droll and Lancia. I understand why people still want them around, but I really don't like cards that are either lingering floodgates or punish interaction, which is why I think it's great that cards like Talents and Crossout Designator are being hit. So more of those, please. And but we'll see what happens with the rest of them. So that's all I got for you, and have a good rest of the day.